Okay, it's better you sit, yeah? You can see, all of you. You can see here, you can be seen.
Then sit down.
Hi Daniel, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. It's nice to see everyone. Hi, everyone.
So we were just we watched the movie today, Queen of Katwe.
How was the movie? Was it good?
The movie was excellent, and in the last 1 hour we have been watching Powerplay 23.
Okay, so you went from sublime film to now you went downhill to watching it now.
Well, actually, it's going upwards.
Well, maybe. But okay, tell me about the film. Was it joyful? Was it a feel-good film?
Yeah, just a second. I need to increase your volume. Do you have a mic or something that you could speak louder? Is it possible?
Okay, I'll bring the mic closer. But I mean, your volume is absolutely fine. So. Okay,
yeah, my volume is pretty high.
Is the volume?
Maybe you can get the speaker from inside.
Hi, Amruta.
Hi.
So how did you like the movie? Yeah.
Good.
Very nice.
Boring. He found it boring. Why?
Was it a feel-good film?
Yeah. The movie is about this girl who rises from the slums and becomes one of the top players in Uganda. So it was a really feel-good film. Very nice.
Okay, that sounds good. Because I think it's about to open here as well. I'm not quite sure of the date, but I think it's coming soon. So
yeah, you should definitely go for the movie. It's very nice.
Okay, I will do. Excellent.
Okay, all of you, I need to tell you something about Daniel King. Okay, when I was of your age, Daniel started with his first Powerplay DVD, Powerplay 1. How long back was it? Like 12 years or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe 2006, something like that.
Yeah. 10 years ago. 10 years ago he started with Powerplay 1 and I was rated something around 2000, okay, and I used to sit inside my room back there. The room used to be dark. I used to switch on one light and the chessboard and Daniel King Powerplay DVDs with me, and I watched each and every Powerplay DVD for hours, yeah. And whenever he would say pause your DVD now and find the move, I would do exactly that, and really it helped me tremendously. So I think we should all thank Daniel for making such wonderful chess instructional material of Let's give him a big hand, yeah? Yeah. One second. Daniel, we are trying to get your voice louder.
Yeah.
So just bear with us.
It's the other one. Yeah.
Can you say something?
I'm just Sagar. All I'm going to say is you're embarrassing me. My face is going the color of my jersey. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now we can hear you exactly. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're embarrassing me. I'm covering my. I can only say that if you I'm a little bit worried that you spent a lot of time in a darkened room watching me. I'm very, very sorry. But you seem to have, Sagar, turned out quite normal. So.
Yeah, I got some of the sense of humor with my chess skills, so it was very good. Okay. So, Dan, what we are going to do is these kids have a few questions for you. So,
Okay, please.
but before that, I want to ask you one question. How did this Power Play series begin, and how did this idea come to you?
Well, I okay. There's a short answer and there's a long answer. I always wanted to put together some kind of comprehensive series of chess instruction. So that's the short answer. Okay. But somehow the technology was never available, and ChessBase developed this technology, and suddenly my idea and the technology came together very well. So that's kind of how it happened. And a slightly longer answer, I spent a long time discussing it with my wife, and she wants to claim some credit for the idea. And we also discussed a lot of the concepts together. She no longer plays chess, but she's my best friend, and we discuss things, so it's good. Yeah.
So your wife also was a chess player before?
She was many years ago, yeah. But
Okay.
No, she doesn't play at all now.
Okay.
But she has an understanding of chess, so which is helpful. She works in healthcare.
So the name Powerplay was her idea.
No, not exactly, but we discussed it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
But
Okay.
I always wanted to put together, a kind of a comprehensive chess course, so that people could learn about the openings, middle game strategy, and end game strategy as well.
Yeah,
So that's the reason I did it.
Yeah, now there are 24 volumes of Powerplay, and they deal with opening, middle game, and end game. It's quite comprehensive. And you're planning to make more Powerplays?
Well, I hope so. I'm going to be recording one in probably January or February, to do with answering D4, connected with the last two.
Okay. Not Queen's Gambit decline.
Well, that was 23. So,
Yes.
but no, stuff like after D4, when Black plays D5, White can play lots of things
Okay.
the Torre, the Zuckertor, the collar, this kind of thing. So slightly less mainstream ideas for White.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So, who would like to ask? Yeah, sure.
So tell me about this festival. It's Dussehra, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically you're on holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday over here. No one's gone to work.
I was going to say, what's going on? So what do you do on these holidays? Just take a few days off, or do you give each other gifts, or what's the story?
Yeah, it's basically people meet each other on festivals, and we thought it would be ideal to get the entire Mumbai chess fraternity together, at one place. So everyone woke up at 8 in the morning to come for the movie, which started at 9 o'clock.
That's crazy. The movie at 9 o'clock. That's mad.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's great. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So everyone this young guy woke up at 6:30. He says.
6:30. Wow.
And the plan is now to we watched the first clip of yours after the movie of Powerplay 23, and now we are in conversation with you, and after that we will continue with the DVD as the day goes on.
Listen, don't watch too much. You don't want to bore your guests, Sagar. Not too much, please.
By the way, one more coincidence was that in the movie Queen of Katwe, the last round was a Queen's Gambit declined, And that's that's the theme of today.
I hope black won. The black win.
No.
Okay, so you set me up and you knocked me down. They clearly weren't watching my DVD.
Wonderful.
Okay, listen, give me a question, somebody.
Yeah, sure. So anyone who would like to go ahead? Okay, let's start with the young guy. Yeah, here.
Have you ever won a grandmaster tournament?
Yeah, many. Yeah,
When?
many. Okay,
first
but
one.
nowadays I'm a coach, so I don't play tournaments any longer. I have to look after my kids and the family. I don't go traveling around the world like I used to. But yeah, I've won lots of grandmaster tournaments, and yeah.
Do you know
actually,
that?
I think, to be honest, I think my biggest success was in India, in Calcutta in 1992.
Yes.
Is probably one of my fondest memories in chess.
It was the Goodrick Open in '92. And do you know who was the top player in India back then?
Anand.
Anand, and he had a rating of 2630, and Daniel King beat him in a Sicilian Najdorf with the black pieces. So, great. That was a great game.
Well, I'm not sure it was a great game, but anyway, it was a fantastic memory, and I loved going to Calcutta. It was just one of the highlights of my life. I'm not just talking about the chess tournament. The city was extraordinary. So it was a fantastic experience all around. So yeah, it was great.
Wonderful. So we take one next question. Yeah, sure.
Do you remember your first game you played in your whole life of chess?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
He said, "Do you remember the first?" No, you should say it. Go ahead and say it.
Do you remember the first game you ever played in your whole life of chess?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. I was probably, I think I was 5 years old when I learned the moves. My father taught me, and I can still remember him teaching me the moves, and also the first games I had were against my brother, and my brother always used to beat me. It was not good. He always beat me. But then, one very happy day,
You beat him.
I beat him! Yeah! It only took me about 2 years. But he always beat me. And then one day, do you know what? I remember, this is maybe the first game that I ever won. So do you know what? He was like 5 pawns up in a rook and pawn endgame. Something terrible. But suddenly, of course, he was my big brother, like this. And he thought he was going to beat me like he always did. So, he's like this, big brother. And, of course, pride comes before a fall, and he had a fall. And suddenly, I took my rook. Hang on. Here's my rook. And I see my chess set is over here.
Okay.
So I took my rook and I slid it down the board, and he overlooked a back rank checkmate. And that is the first game that I remember winning. And I'm really glad you asked me that question, because actually you brought back memories from, a very long time ago.
Wow. Great one. Nice. So, yeah, Ketan.
Yeah. Hi sir, my name is Ketan Patil. My rating is.
You have to maybe shout it
Is
out.
it audible?
Yeah, it's okay, I can hear.
Yeah. My name is Ketan Patil. My rating is 1647, and I'm a huge fan of yours. I watch all your videos on the YouTube channel daily whenever it is updated. And the thing is ki, yeah, sorry. Yeah, the thing is that ki, again, I am practicing chess every day. I solve tactics. I study endgames, and my openings were my weakness. And I have started preparing openings also. But since last 2 years, there is no improvement in my rating. I'm stuck in the 1600-1700 range. So how should I improve that?
Sometimes it takes some time to assimilate new knowledge and to make a step forward. So I think working on chess is always beneficial, but sometimes it's hard to to know when this knowledge is going to actually bring the results. So I wouldn't worry too much. How much do you actually play?
I play one tournament in 1.5 months, something like that.
8 tournaments a year.
Yeah, something like that.
So how many tournaments a year?
8.
8 to 10.
Okay, that's not bad. It could be to do with other things. Maybe actually perhaps your focus at the board. This might be another reason. It's very hard to say with specific cases unless I see you playing. So focus at the board can be very important. How much do you actually go through your games afterwards and try to analyze yourself where the mistakes come? Do you do this?
No, actually that's the problem. I should analyze my games, which I haven't done since last 2 years, and I haven't.
Okay, but that's really important, because if you look at your games, and actually you should look at them without a computer, then try to understand where the mistakes come. And very often there's a pattern. You might find, for example, that you get into time pressure a lot, and you make blunders. You might find that you're overlooking simple tactics. You might find you're getting outplayed positionally. But until you actually look at your games and break it down and try to find out where the patterns of mistakes are, then it's hard to move forward. So I would recommend you do that first, actually.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, you're welcome, and good luck. Really good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, you can ask one.
So, have you ever made a DVD about something other than D4? If not, when will you?
You like something other than a DVD on something other than D4? Was that the question?
Yes.
I've done loads of DVDs on the Najdorf, Sicilian Najdorf for black, on E4. I love playing E4 and attacking with E4. So I've done 2 DVDs on attacking with 1E4. I've done a lot on middle game strategy, and some DVDs on the end game as well. So there's plenty for you that isn't just about the openings and isn't just about D4. Okay? So I'm sure Sagar will be able to advise you on the best ones to get.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, anyone? Yes?
Hello, sir.
Hi, how you doing?
Sir, there are months where we work a lot on our chess, but then there are months where we just don't. Like, we lose our work ethic. So, how do you find inspiration to work during those days?
Inspiration to what? When you're kind of having a down time?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it really helps if you have a group of people around you who are also into chess, and you can motivate each other. I think it's very important. When I was growing up, I was born and bred in London, and I still live in London. And of course, like Mumbai, we have a huge population in London, and so I found people around me who also played chess and wanted to get better, people my age. And that gave me motivation because we used to meet up regularly just to play chess, just to play some quick chess and play tournaments. So for me, motivation was never a problem because there were always people around to play with. So, I mean, maybe, you could have the same in Mumbai. If you meet regularly with friends or even enemies, but just to meet up and to play regularly, I think that would help. So, yeah, a gap of 1.5 months, you say, well, that's quite a long gap. But if you met once a week just to play, that should keep your hand in. And I know there are lots of pressures, academic pressures, perhaps if you're studying something, but still, once a week shouldn't be a big deal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you know that, Daniel, you play the guitar, right?
You can see my guitar over here. Yeah.
And do you play for a band?
I play in about 3 or 4 bands. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I play the guitar, but I also play the bass guitar. And yeah, I play. For me, this is my hobby. So I play birthday parties and festivals, and yeah, it's good fun. It's just fun for me. I absolutely love it. In another life, in my next life, I'll be a rock musician.
Okay, somebody. Yeah.
Sir, whenever I play on a time, I always lose because
Come this side, he can't see you.
of time pressure. When the time gets low, I get into hurry and make mistakes. So how can I help myself?
Okay, well, first of all, nobody plays well in time pressure. That goes from the weakest player to the world champion. Nobody plays well in time pressure.
The problem.
It's always the game becomes more random. It's down to chance. So basically, we should all try to avoid time pressure if possible. So, I'm not going to advise you how to play better in time pressure. We can't. No one plays better. So let's try and avoid it. So I think it's a massive mistake in chess to try to find the best move in a position. I know this sounds very strange, and this takes a lot of discipline, but it's okay to play a good enough move. If you play a good move, and you play a good move quickly, this is much better than trying to find the best move in a position. So sometimes you just have to guess. In fact, a lot of the time you have to guess. You have to think, okay, rooks belong in open file. Bang, you put a rook on an open file. You have to think, well, is this good for my pawn structure? No, I'll try and keep a healthy pawn structure. Is my knight on a bad square here? Yeah, it's on a bad square. Okay, I'll try and put it on a good square. So a lot of the time in chess, you have to guess. You have to guess what looks like a good move, and I think this is very difficult to appreciate actually. So Magnus Carlsen, our esteemed world champion, he's absolutely brilliant at this. He plays good moves, and if you look through his games, you'll often find he actually overlooks sometimes a really killing move, but it doesn't seem to affect his results. He just, he plays a good move, and he plays it quickly. And Fischer was also brilliant at this as well. And Vichy does this too. Vichy is very pragmatic. He plays good moves, and he plays good moves quickly. But he doesn't always look for the best move. He thinks, okay, I don't want to do that because my king looks a bit insecure. So, he plays something that's pragmatic. So that's what I would say. And try to discipline yourself. Never spend more than 5 minutes over one move. And if you think that you're going down calculating a route too deeply, then stop yourself and just guess a move, actually. I know this is very hard to do, take some discipline, but try not to play better in time pressure, just avoid time pressure.
That's a very important advice, yeah.
Yeah, but I have to say, this is a very, very difficult discipline to master. This can take a long time.
Yes. True.
Good luck.
Good luck to you. We have one last question, yeah, now, so we don't have enough time. We can maybe let him ask, yeah?
नोट्स का फॉलो देगा तो नोट्स का फॉलो
Notes.
टूर्नामेंट में ट्रेनर होता है विनिंग
Okay.
पोजीशन में इसे करेगा और नोट्स के पकड़ने से
The guy who's asking the question, he says he has big problems of nerves during tournaments, and he tends to blunder a lot because of this. So what should he do?
So big problems of
Nerves, holding his nerves during crucial moments.
holding his nose. Holding his nose? Are you serious?
No, I wrote to you. You check your message.
Okay. Hang on. Sorry, wait a second. Oh, nerve! Nose! I'm sorry. Oh no. Relax, man. Of course. It's very hard to answer this one quickly. And listen, I understand the difficulty of holding your nerve. Yeah, this is tough. Some people have different personalities. Some people have to get very wound up when they play a game of chess. Other people are very relaxed. It's not a bad thing to be nervous. I think it's okay. Because, you have to galvanize yourself. You have to care about the game. So it's okay to have nerves, I think. But it's controlling. It's a very fine line. Someone said that in order to play a good game of chess, you have to want to win so badly, like it's the most important thing in the world. But at the same time, you have to think, it doesn't matter. Well, there's a basic contradiction there. I can't give you specific advice, but all I would say is it's not bad to have nerves. It's not a bad thing. Other than that, I can't give you specific advice.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
just control it somehow.
Cool. Yeah. So I think that should be enough. Yeah. In great number of questions asked, and I think we should give a big hand to Daniel.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, listen, Sagar, I've really enjoyed it, and it's nice to see everyone there, and I hope you have a fantastic day and really nice holidays.
Thank you so much. And Dan, just one last thing. There's this guy who's going to do your mimicry for a minute. He's seen all your DVDs. So.
Okay, come on.
You can see him, yeah? He's the one.
Often, when you start this opening, you will get control of the 7th rank, and so if you just pause the DVD, and I will get back to you in a moment. Has the cameraman got it yet? Yes, he has. So in this position, white will play e5, and you will get the initiative in the position, and white will often be in a winning position.
Okay.
just like my son. That was fantastic. And, well, what can I say? That's I'm very flattered. I'm very flattered. That was absolutely brilliant. I didn't realise I spoke like that, but perhaps I often speak like that.
Okay, Daniel.
Okay.
Can you please play the guitar one?
They are requesting you to play the guitar, but I think that's something we should do for the next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
All right. Okay. Thanks a lot for your time.
Okay, thank you, and like I said, have a fantastic holiday, and have a brilliant day. I really enjoyed it. It was brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Sagar.
Bye.
Okay. I'm hitting the big red button now.